Well, hey, thanks for watching Four Color Commentary. I'm Mark Allen, and I'm coming at you right now with a little bit of a Black Friday haul. Okay, it's been a little bit since Black Friday. Been about, I guess it's been, what, a week? And so just getting to it, but that's life in the Allen household. Trying to decide what to go through first. Got some great stuff at Wizards Asylum Comics and Games in Tulsa, Oklahoma. As always, they have a fantastic Black Friday sale there where all their wall books are $5. I was a little bit further back this year. The last probably 5 years, I've been within the first 5 or 6 people in line. This year, they were having some kind of a just mad gaming sale, evidently. Dungeons and Dragons cards at ridiculous prices. I'm not a Dungeons and Dragons collector. Not into D&D, not into role-playing games. Lots of friends who are, but not my thing. But the gamers had, some of them were there as early as 7 p.m. Thursday night, 7 p.m. on Thanksgiving to camp out. And so I was number 17 this year. Still got some good stuff, and so I just want to go ahead and look at some of the wall books that I got that I'm really happy with, and also just a few dollar books, because all back issues on Black Friday, all back issues are $1 at Wizards Asylum Comics and Games. Now, as you know, as I've talked about before, I get the back issues. The $1 back issues just for great stuff to read, and the other stuff is stuff I want, in my collection for the most part. Now, either that or stuff I think I can flip for a good price. Okay, now I'm going to start actually with something a little different, not a comic, but this is last year's. This is the Overstreet Comic Book Price Guide for 2021-2022. Did of course get the Daredevil cover, and still shrink wrapped. This book was retailed at at least their sticker price on it, $37.99. It was 90% off for Black Friday, which means I got it for about $3.79. Great deal, hardback. I don't buy an Overstreet Comic Book Price Guide every year anymore. I mean, why? I just like to have one within the last 3 to 5 years to get an idea of how they value certain issues, and I haven't even taken the plastic off of this yet, but I will. I like Overstreets. The thing is, they're just hard to store because there's so much to them, and you see how it is. I mean, you get 10 years worth of these, or just 10 of these, and you're filling a shelf pretty well. But anyway, go to the dollar comics from there. Did land an Amazing Fantasy number 1000, and for $1 and for $1, that's worth a look and worth a read. This was a wall book. I'm gonna put that back and go through that here in a moment. Here we have another dollar book. This is Marvel Legacy number 1. This is the Alex Ross variant, and I got that for $1. I don't know what it's doing. I said I don't know. I know what people are asking for it on eBay. It doesn't seem to be doing much, but I'm an Alex Ross fan, and so the Alex Ross covers are just fantastic. I love them, and a gathering of heroes like that's worth $1 to me. And so anyway, that was $1 since it was in the back issue bin, and so again, it's pretty cool. All stuff, all back issues for $1 on Black Friday at Wizards Asylum Comics and Games. I just messed up the tape there. Don't worry, didn't stick it to the book. There we go. Got it under control. Okay, crisis averted. All right, a series. I got a couple of issues of a series I've been trying to land, but never had been able to. Didn't put it on my list at my comic shop just because I didn't at the time want to have anything else on my list. But it was a limited series, so I'm going to be able to go back and get the others. But I got Batman 89, numbers 5 and 6. Okay, so I was happy to get those. I knew there was a Robin that was in those, and Robin is actually on the cover of number 6 back there with his hood and his cape. Very cool looking. And so looking forward to getting issues 1 through 4 so I can read all of that in its entirety. Now, the rest of these are wall books, and we'll start with, as I am a big-time Marvel head, as you know, we're going to start with the classic Marvel stuff. First of all, again, all these are $5 off the wall books that were lowered to $5. What if Volume 1, Number 12 from 1978, what if Rick Jones had become the Hulk, with a fantastic Sal Buscema cover on there, and I can tell Sal Buscema's Hulk from 100 Paces. But now it may be a Senate inked cover, I don't know, but that is most definitely a neat cover. And I remember that story. I actually remember this story. Pulling this off the rack. This is one of those I remember pulling off the rack as a 10-year-old kid. And heck, I remember pulling What If Number 1, What If Spider-Man Joined the Fantastic Four, off the rack when I was a kid. So great stuff. Pulled it off the rack at Standard Grocery. No, the Get and Go across the street from Standard Grocery in Gilcrease Hills, in the Gilcrease Hills area of Tulsa. All right, this next one, Astonishing Tales number 3, Kazar and Dr. Doom. Always looking for that run, and this was one I needed. I say that one of these was the one I needed, and they're right there beside each other, and so I just got them both. I haven't even gone back into my collection yet to see which one I needed, but what's going to happen probably is whichever one is a dupe. I'm very seriously considering a contest. I want to get to 400 subscribers. And so one of the dupes of an Astonishing Tales will be part of the prize in that. The other one is Astonishing Tales number 4, a little better condition there. Love the dark colors on that, and the bright colors, dark colors, all of it. Whoa! And so anyway, great wall book for $5. Also nabbed a couple of Nick Fury Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I would have gotten 3. But just before I was about to say, hey, could you draw, they give you a number on Black Friday, and what you do is you tell them, hey, I'd like that book, I put that in number 17. They have a folder for you. And you've got a lot of people along there. They very orderly at first. You go through, you pick 5 books, and then you file on through, let other people have a chance. After everyone's gone through, however, you can go back and ask for others. I was just about to say, hey, can I have that last Nick Fury Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., put that in number 17 when another guy nabbed it. So that's cool. That's the way it goes. But I did get this Nick Fury Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. number 14. Very cool cover. I don't think there's a Nick Fury Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. cover from Volume 1 that I don't like. I like them all. They're all very well arranged and very well executed. And then I got also Nick Fury Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. number 16. So forgive me for the, there is a partial reprint in this one of Strange Tales, 136 through 138. That's what that white piece of paper is on there. Sorry about that, but I do believe that's well, I'm not sure if that's a Severin cover or not, but it's a very cool cover. Nick Fury Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. number 16. So that was another $5 wall book. I actually just you ever buy stuff on a whim? I bought something on a whim. There were 2 issues of this up on the wall for $5. It's called The Scorched, number 1. I'd never even heard of The Scorched. I'm not a Spam fan. I'm not a Spawn fan. I am a Spam fan. I love Spam. Fried Spam, great stuff. But I'm not a Spawn fan. I'm not a Spawn reader. I have nothing against Spawn. I just don't read it. Got mad respect for how long it's run and everything, along with Savage Dragon and some of the others. But there is a character, evidently, who's a spin-off character of Spawn, and it's called The Scorched. And I got the sketch cover. They had 2 of those up on the wall, and just looked very cool. And that's, like I say, sometimes you buy things on a whim. I love sketch covers. I loved the artwork, and so I went ahead and grabbed that for $5. When the guy next to me grabbed the other one, and I was like, "What is that?" And he says, "It's a spinoff of Spawn. It's really good." He's like, "I've enjoyed it." So I thought, well, what the heck? For $5, I'll experiment. I'll try it. So I had to put it in my bag. All right. Next was a book that was hot and then dropped and then kind of evened out again. It's back up a little bit, and it's one that actually two Black Fridays ago, 2 years ago, I was at Wizards Asylum Comics and Games. I had already gotten my $5 wall books, and I was going through the dollar back issues. I saw this one, and I passed it up for $1. I'm not sure why I did. When I told my oldest son I did, he looked at me like I, said I'd just done something horrible. And I can't think of anything horrible coming to mind. Oh, he looked at me like I just said I'd kicked a puppy all the way down the road. But yeah, I passed it up at $1. So this time it was $5. So I thought, okay, I'm going to get it. It is the New Avengers number 11 with the Ronin cover, the first appearance of Ronin. And so I think that's what it is, the first appearance of Ronin. Either that or it's where Clint Barton reveals that he is Ronin. Maybe that's what it is. But anyway, got it, and it's because it is back up again, and for $5 I've wanted to go back and get that series again, but I've kind of kept myself from doing that because I don't really need to buy any more modern series. But it was a great read. The Bendis and Finch, the writing, the art was fantastic. But the keys are another thing. I do like to search out the keys and find them for a deal. All right, got another one, the King Size Hulk, number 1. And just one of those great stories. Frank Cho cover, great battle issue in there between the Red Hulk and She-Hulk. And so great stuff there. Love that. And that was a no-brainer. All right, 2 more from wall books, and then we'll probably end this video. And the rest of my books I got were 50-cent books from Shadow Mountain. And those are going to take a couple of videos, honestly, as my Black Friday videos generally do. Okay, what this is an older DC comic. They're just in really nice shape. And I've always been, even though I didn't read much of Legion of Superheroes or anything like that, I've always kind of gotten a kick out of the Legion of Substitute heroes. And so this is Adventure Comics number 311. This is the Legion of Substitute Heroes declares war on the Legion of Superheroes. And so very, very cool, very good condition. Very nice. For $5, I thought that's a good buy. That's a good one to read, enjoy, because I do like the substitute heroes, and good one just to kind of put back and sit on for a while, because I am trying to transition my collection into older books, Bronze Age and before, and just kind of something to I know they say that we used to, isn't it funny? We used to say, and it was true. We used to say, oh, don't treat comics like stocks. Don't depend on them being worth it. And I don't do that. You know me, I don't do a lot of speculation. But I think we've passed a point now where unless the zombie apocalypse comes, there's certain issues, certain comics that are always going to be of value, and they're always going to bring money as collectibles. Now, lastly, I got a book that I've been looking for some time. It is in the line of Spire Christian comics. There are a few of those I'm still trying to get, but this was one. This was a big one. I wish it could have been in higher grade, but this one's a tough one to find in high grade, because here's the thing about those Spire Christian comics: people read them, and not just kids, kids and adults. I'm taking the sticker off of it. Well, no, I'm not going to. I'm going to leave it on there because it's going to peel away the plastic. All right. So anyway. Here it is, one I've honestly been looking for a couple of years now. I never could find it out in the wild. Hello, I'm Johnny Cash. Been looking for this book. Glad to get this book. It was a $5 wall book in that condition. That tells you, I mean, it's got a little tiny bit faded, okay? Got some stress marks along the spine, as you can see. But that was a $5 wall book, priced at $20. And while I'm not always on board with what some stores charge for their wall books, this one I understand, because that is a difficult book to find in high grade. Now, I haven't done a lot of eBay shopping for it in a long time, but what I do is I look in the wild, okay? So anyway, those are my $5 wall books, Black Friday shopping at Wizards Asylum Comics and Games. I'll tell you what, just as a little bonus, what I'll do real quick is I'll go through my new comics, and then the next couple of videos will deal with my 50-cent books from Shadow Mountain Comics in Tulsa. Now, I did have to get the 30th anniversary special of The Death of Superman. And I can't wait to read that. I haven't read it yet, but I'm going to. Love the black cover. Love the die-cut cover that opens to you know, to you got a picture there of Doomsday, you know, with the torn cape of Superman. Love that. Okay, and I have also told my LCS owner, Kenny Hooker, that I'm all on board for the category here for the facsimiles that are Bronze Age and before superhero. Okay, superhero. That's what so I have here. I have the Detective Comics 38 facsimile. Okay, fun stuff. Have the Fantastic Four number 52 facsimile, first appearance of Black Panther. I should have said first appearance of Robin, first appearance of Black Panther. I have the and here's the fun part about this. The older comics, the facsimiles of the older comics, I want them even if they're comics I haven't read, because it's discovery time. This is Wonder Woman number 204, which I've seen this cover before, but I don't even know who Nubia is. This is introducing Nubia. And so it'll be a fun read, and you know, and kind of interesting to kind of find out and educate myself a little bit. And then I have the facsimile for Marvel Family Comics number 1. Okay, love that cover. And of course, if you don't know, which you probably do, but the facsimiles, of course, completely reproduce the comic as it was printed with its ads and everything. Okay, no modern ads in here. Got the Tomb of Dracula facsimile number 1. Number 1, okay, very cool stuff. I've never read Tomb of Dracula number 1. And so I'm looking forward to reading that, very much so. Amazing Spider-Man facsimile number 1. This is the last of the facsimiles, but of course, what can you say about that classic cover? Okay, great stuff, and a great read all over again. And there's your Saturday morning shoe store commercial on the back. Great stuff. You gotta love it. And then lastly, I've talked about these. I'm gonna probably do a video sometime on these in length, but I love these binge books, these Sick Comics binge books. And this is Blue Baron number 3. These are done very much in the old Marvel style, with Ron Frenz there doing that cover. I don't know that Tom DeFalco does any writing for these. I don't believe he does. But Ron Frenz does all kinds of, and there is ink art by Sal Buscema. But Ron Frenz does a lot of penciling in here. Give you an idea of what it looks like inside. Very, very Marvel-like, okay, in the action and the slam bang action, as I like to say when talking about anything to do with Sal Buscema. But anyway, that's the new comics I picked up on Black Friday. And so there you go. There's part of my Black Friday. I'll share the rest of it in another couple of videos, and or maybe one if I decide I want to do a long video. I have gone to an Apple phone, and I'm having difficulty getting my video from my laptop to my phone so I can upload it more quickly to to YouTube. And what I'm finding, I'm doing some research on how to do that, and I'm finding it seems that the easiest way is just to upload it to the iCloud and then download it onto my phone, and from there publish it on eBay. Because when I do it on my data, and it just does things faster, okay, than doing it with Wi-Fi signal. So anyway, I don't know why I shared all that with you. Didn't need to, but anyway, thanks for listening. Hey, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't. And anyway, I'm just glad you come and watch some of these videos. Love sharing my comics finds with other comics fans. And so anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next video.